Let me share this. So yesterday we done an introduction, right? So today we will concentrate on version-wise features. So in Android there are many versions, so that we seen yesterday. But what are the version-wise features? So that we supposed to discuss here. So here, like from starting Cupcake onwards, we will discuss the features because the previous versions, which are like what we can say, those all are the basic, like those all are not operating system. So that's why that I'm not considering as this. So that's why here we will discuss from here from the Cupcake. So first one, which is Cupcake. So this Cupcake has released in April 2009. So 2009, this is released. So what are the features here? It is just in this, so there are minimum features. So first is the auto rotation of screen. Like now, how we are rotating from portrait to landscape and landscape to portrait. So that auto rotation feature has enabled here. So that is the first. Next, it is a dictionary option. Like while typing the message, so there could be a dictionary option. Then next, like some of the widgets, like widgets, analog clock, calendar, next music player, etc. So these some of the things which is introduced here. Those next in this the last feature, that is a copy paste. So you want to copy paste something. So that is possible only on a browser, not apart from the browser, it cannot work in other areas. So that is the one here. Only these three features here. Next, donut. So this is the next version. So this is also released in the same year, but in a September. So September 2009, it is released. So next year in this, so the first one is it is a quick search. Like now we have quick search, right? So I want to search something. There is a dashboard, like means homepage. So there is a quick search. So that quick search is available here. Next is the VPN, virtual private network. So some of the people will use as a virtual private network because to avoid the unknown people has to connect that network. So only specific people has to connect. So that virtual connection here by using this from this version onwards, we can able to connect that. Next is the voice search as enabled. So voice search has enabled here. Next, battery indicator. So battery indicator on the top, like what is the percentage of battery that is indicated. And also Play Store. So Play Store also released with this version, right? Only these all are the features from this version, right? Next is the Eclair. Eclair is the next version. So in this Eclair, so this is released in the same year, October. After 1 month of that only, October 2009 itself is released. Means in a 2009, total 3 versions has released. So in this version, what are the features? So here it will support for the Bluetooth. First one is the Bluetooth support. Previously, it was not supporting for the Bluetooth. Now it is supporting the Bluetooth. And the next is the here zoom in, zoom out option in browser. Zoom in and zoom out in only browser. In browser only. So not outside of that, only browser. And next is the calendar events. Like I want to create one schedule events on a calendar so that you can able to At the events like birthdays, meetings, whatever you want to add, that you can able to add this. Next is the virtual keyboard. So like whatever keyboards now we are using, those all are the virtual keyboards. So that virtual keyboard has introduced in this version. And in this, they got some drawback that is not supporting for the Adobe Flash. No Adobe. So those days, a lot of people are dependent on Adobe. Nowadays, a lot of other tools like Adobe means PDF reader, animations, etc. But nowadays, those are a lot of as there. So though no much people has not depended on that. That's why it should be okay now. Next is the Pro. This is released on May 2010. So in this version, what are the features here? So in this version, first one is the what is the drawback? So it supports Adobe. That issue has resolved. So it supports Adobe. Next is the multi-touch. Multi-touch feature has introduced, and day and day and night mode. Day and night mode has introduced. Like user can set up the day and night mode in the mobile. Next is the user can set up the application backup. Like I want to restore my mobile, or I want to use another mobile. So whatever the data here you have, that backup you can get this. And next is the crash report. Like for example, once my app is released in Play Store, so that is crashing. Crashing means it is unfortunately the app is closing. So I don't know who installed my application from the Play Store. But if you use this crash report, automatically once it is crashed, like so and so Android mobile and so manufacturer, so this is crashed because of this reason, like that we will get, so that we can resolve that issue, so that it will be done at the crash reporting. That is. Next is the hotspot. So we can share our internet connectivity to others, so that hotspot feature has introduced in this. And after that, here again we got one drawback, that is not supporting internet calling. Not supporting internet calling. So this is the main issue. Here it has this. The internet issue, here we got this, right. Next, after that, next version. So that is the gingerbread. So the gingerbread is the next version. So in this gingerbread, this is December 2010 itself. Like in this 2010, so there are two versions has released. So that is the one here. In this, like first one, as of now, these people has only concentrated on a functionality wise. Now, some of the UI related, like to attract the user. So the user efficiency and the speed both are updated to attract the users. And also supports internet calling. So previous issue it came, right? So that is the issue has resolved. So support internet calling. Next one is the in this data encoding. So like while sending the data or while saving the data, encoding and decoding options are available to save the data. This encoding and decoding again. Next, not supports multi-core processor. Not support multi-core processor. It cannot support the multi-core processor. So what is multi-core processor means? Like in our laptops and desktops also we have multi-core process like i3, i7, like that, right? So it is also it's supporting as of now only with one processor, because as of now it is tied up with only HTC. So whatever the HTC it is supporting only for that. And when other manufacturers has came, it is not supporting that. So that's why just it will be some of the updates will happen in the next version. It will, and here copy paste everywhere. So previously it was only on a browser. Now copy paste everywhere. Copy paste anywhere. So that is introduced here. This and after that, the next which is honeycomb. So the honeycomb is the next version. Honeycomb. So this is in 2011 in the month of February. This is introduced. So what are the this year now? So immediately it is resolved that multi-core processor supports multi-core. So supports multi-core processor. Then, but this version is only support for the tablets, tabs. Why? Because those days tabs having the high resolution and high hardware configuration. So that's why it is supporting for those only. Previously it was not like that, it is supporting this. And also next year from here, live streaming also it will support the live streaming, like user live, like Facebook streaming, WhatsApp stream, like Facebook, uh, YouTube live streaming, such kind of streamings, it will supporting that. Next version, that is ice cream sandwich. So ice cream sandwich. So this is November 2011. So it is released on November 2011. And then here now in this version, so first one is the home screen folder. Like nowadays we are using all banking application in a single folder and all social media, all games in a different folders, right? So that it is on home screen, it will create home screen folder into it. Next is the virtual button. So virtual button, we can create a virtual button on a home screen. Like now we have in between, like in a home screen, we can create one button, right? So that virtual button we can create. And the swipe to clear notification. Just if you have multiple notifications, just by swipe, we clear the notification, right? Swipe to clear notifications. So this has introduced here, swipe to clear notifications. Next is the screenshot sharing. So screenshot sharing. So user can able to share the screenshot. So that is the one. Next is the user screenshot virtual button. That's it. So in this version, these all are the features in this version. Right. Next is the jelly beans. So jelly beans. So this jelly beans in 2012 in the month of June it is released. So what are the features here? Like autocomplete text. What is autocomplete text? Autocomplete, like now we will search in a contacts. Like I want to search with Arena. I'll search with RE like that. So such kind of thing. So that will be here. So autocomplete text view, like searching text that is introduced here. And the next is the smoother UI related issues, smoother UI updated. Then from this version onwards, it support the multi-language. So multi-language also it support in this. Also location accuracy. Like I want to share like my location and all. So that location accuracy is updated here compared to the previous version. The location accuracy has updated in this. Like this is only this. Next, KitKat. So this is in the month of September 2013. So it is released. So in this, what are the features? Now in this first one is the battery management. So we can manage the battery management has introduced. So battery battery management has introduced in this version. Next is the OK Google. OK Google has introduced, like nowadays we have OK Google, right? That is introduced. Next is the cloud storage. So user has to store some, like once we are capturing the images and all that is with your Gmail ID, right? So that feature has introduced here. And also we can connect with the cloud printers. So Wi-Fi printers, we can connect from this version onwards. Next, multitasking. At a time, can do more than one activity on a phone. Like while listening the music, you can do something else. So that is the multitasking has introduced in this version. Right, only these are after this. Next is the lollipop. So the lollipop, it is October 2014. It is released. Then in this, what are the updates? So here there is a huge change in this version. So that is the completely the architecture has changed. So as of now, it is the 32-bit. Now it is changed to 64-bit architecture. So completely is migrated from 32-bit architecture to the 64-bit architecture. We changed. Now it supposed because of this, it supposed the TV and watch, means from small resolution of devices to high resolution it can support. So it will support from this. Next, because of 64 got more security, because compared to the 32 it has more secure, that's why it is more secure. So some UI customizations based on the 64-bit, some of the UI customizations has done. So that is the next. Right. Next step. So next here is the marshmallow. Next one is the marshmallow. So here in a marshmallow, it is in May 2015. See, initial versions like the 3 months, 6 months maximum it is released. But after that, once that some of the versions are stabilized, then every 1 year, almost every 1 year, it is releasing one version. This is right. Next is the in this now, based on the 64-bit architecture, the design changes updated. Design changes are updated. Design changes updated. Google now on tap, like in a tapping while locking the screen. Also, if you touch, Google page will open, like that is open. Next is the OK Google. Previously it was there, but some of the upgradations is happened for this. Next is the file explorer. So file manager app, previously the file manager app is not there. If you want to do that, you have to install some of the third-party application. Now that file explorer feature has introduced in this version. Next is the battery indicator. So battery indicator has introduced here. This battery indicator has introduced. And the last, that is security related. So that we can say has the runtime permissions. So security runtime permissions. Like nowadays, once we install the app, it is asking that allow contacts permission, allow camera permission, allow storage permission. Like this, those apps are asking permissions, right? So in the previous days before this marshmallow, also those apps are accessing the data, but without asking your permissions, So that will create complexity, right? So that's why user has to approve the permissions. Means here, let us say WhatsApp. WhatsApp required contacts permission and gallery permission as mandatory because whatever the name I have saved in a contacts that can be displayed here, right? And also I have to share some of the documents, some of the videos, photos from the gallery. So that's why this has mandatory here that. So, but in case if one of the tutorial application is asking the contacts permission, so that is not a mandatory. That is not a valid. So that kind of apps you should not be allowed. Like is allowing the permission for those application is not a proper. So that is right. Next is the Nugout. So this is the next version. So that is a Nugout. So in this Nugout here, now this Nugout has in June 2016, this has introduced. So in this, what are the features here? Like first one here, it is the battery power optimization. So battery power optimization. So that is nothing but here like when mobile is ideal for the longer time, so it will consume less battery compared to the previous versions. So in case like just I kept the phone ideal means I'm not moving anything, so that it should be after some time automatically it will consume very less percentage of this, right? Optimization, so that will be consuming less, right? Next is the better notification control. So here what we have like previously when you want to send a notification, like it is a very problematic, but here Google has introduced one new concept called Firebase. So using the Firebase, here we can easily control the notification. You can send, receive, and everything made as very simple. That has introduced here. Next is the data saver. So user has to save the data to restrict some of the background application. Like lot of applications is consuming the data for the background activities. So that user has to save that, user has to do that. Next is the arrange quick settings menu. So arrange quick settings menu. So now it is we can customize in a quick settings. Like I want to add one other option, you can add, and you want to delete one option, you can delete that. That is the one. Next is the enable power notifications. So enable power notifications. So like the battery is 30%, 40%, 20%, like that, it will be show the battery power present. Next is the app shortcuts. So in a home screen, you can create app shortcuts. So you can create a shortcuts in this. Next is the pin apps to share menu. So like any apps, like you want to share something, once you click on the document, video, or image, so it will show share. Once you click on the share, all shareable apps should be available on a list. So that is this. Next is the monojack playback. So this is like the user has to, like who are using the single Bluetooth jack, for them to get the audio clarity. So this one has introduced that mono jack playback feature has introduced in this version. Next, emergency info. So emergency. So this emergency info here, this emergency info has like when the mobile is continuous, like some of the things like I set a navigation, my office to home. I'm traveling, but unfortunately, my mobile has this location has went back. I'm in some call other like that. But in near like after 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers, the road has blacked or there is a huge traffic. So it will give with voice command such kind of information automatically. It will give that. So that is this. Next is the like you can use the physical keyboards. Physical keyboards are like some of the tabs. So tabs can connect with the physical keyboards. So when you connect with the physical keyboards, so you can use the shortcuts, whatever we are using in our mobiles, that all you can use that. So that is a this. Next is the other is that is like we can say has the night mode. So when you set night mode, I have set in my mobile night mode as let us say 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. So in that time, it will consume the very less battery. So that is the advantage of this. Right. So this is this from this version, from Nagout version onwards, which is important because so now whatever we are developing, so that is also from this version onwards. It is the main and important. So here only the target should be from this version onwards. The minimum SDK is, as of now, that minimum SDK is, that is the Android 7.0, that is the Nagout. So that's why this features has important. So as of now, everything is clear or you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. And then I go back to this next one here. So today's last version, so that we will discuss on Oreo. So this Oreo has many features. So like this is introduced in 2017 in the month of August. This is released, right? So in this now we have around 20 features. So that we will discuss. First one is the settings menu. So that settings menu as completely redesigned, that is as per the structure, like all audio related in one place, all media related one place, all file export file related one place, like that. It is completely justified everything that is. Next is the file manager. So the previously the basic file manager feature has introduced, but in this has modified based on the content type. So folders will be created based on the content type that is. Next is the battery saving background restrictions. So for the background activities, battery will save. So that is introduced in this. Next is the snooze individual notification. Like right now, we are in a call, right? I got one notification from you. So if I got the notification, but I don't want to answer now, but that notification is important for me. So what I'll do, just I'll swipe from left to right. So it will go to the snooze. And after 15 minutes, again, it will come as a new notification so that we can reply for that. And next is the for security reasons, fingerprint made mandatory from this version onwards. So the fingerprint has this. Next is the turn on Wi-Fi. So turn on Wi-Fi automatically. Like here, Wi-Fi. Like I have Wi-Fi in my home and office, but today most of the time I spent in outside, let us say. So that time, in case if my Wi-Fi is on, continuously be checking the Wi-Fi is available, so that it will consume the more battery. So that's why it will check based on the location. So that will check only the on a specific areas that is. Next is the picture in picture mode. Picture like in a YouTube, I searched one video that is playing. but I want to search another video. While I'm searching another video, this video will come scroll page down and will search until you play other video. It should be in means the bottom of the page displaying like that we can say has the picture in picture. Next, autofill framework. Like some of the times, like I use regular users addresses and a credit card, debit card. So those kind of things automatically it will fill that. Automatically will fill the like while typing that automatically will show the hint, right? So that is this. Next is the rescue part. So sometimes mobile will crash, like it is restarting, crashing, restarting, crashing, restarting. So that time what happens in case your mobile has connected to the net automatically, that related files can be downloaded and that issues will resolve there itself. That is the one. Next is the sorry. Next is the notification channels. Like previously, when I receive 5 notifications from uh, 2 different people, like it says that 2 different 5 notifications, 2 different, but now it will show person A 3 messages, person B 2 messages, like that it will show and it will display latest message there also. Next is the adaptive icons. So here you user wants to update the icons as per his interest, like he can as a square, oval, so such kind of some of the icons, circle, so you can adjust that. And next is the Bluetooth range increased. So the Bluetooth range has increased. So for the user perspective, the Bluetooth range has increased. Next, tab navigation. Like now in our browsers, how we are using the tabs. So the tab navigation, like here, see, there are different tabs. So that tab navigation has added here this. Next is the app drawer. So like if you want to edit some of the images without losing the pixel head, you can edit the images. Next is the Wi-Fi aware. Like while I'm traveling somewhere, the open network is available. So automatically this will connect to that open network. So that is the one. Next is the notification badges. So notification badges. Like see in WhatsApp, if you receive, see like here now this time is showing here 3. This is 3. This is the notification badge. Like here an app, it will show the how many messages you received for that, right? So that is the notification badges. It will be this. Next is the sticky notes. User can use the sticky notes here. So like sticky notes means even if you turn off your laptop, also sticky notes should be there like that. If you want to something, you can create a notes that you can create there. That is the one. Next is the emojis. So you can create an emojis, like some of the emojis. Like nowadays we are sending an images hi instead of hi something like we are sending, right? So that kind of emojis and all also you can create. So these all are the features in Android 8.0 features, right? So next features we will see. So that we will see on tomorrow. Then day after tomorrow, we will install Android Studio. Then we will start the program details session. Right, hope it is clear. Are you have any questions?
No, sir. It is clear, sir. Thanks.
Okay, fine. Then we will meet tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.